Hello lovelies, Cory here, and welcome back to my channel. And I have my May favorites for you, May Witchy Favorites. I recorded this video last week and I've just been having super shitty luck with technology over the last week. It has like really sucked. So I am here yet again doing a second pass, re-recording this video. I think this is going to be a little bit better even for you guys because it's going to be more short and concise. We're just going to blow through it and talk to you guys about some of the things that I really loved in May and that kind of carried me through. The first thing was YouTube. I know, right? I don't have anything pretty or visual to show you, but I was really into sort of absorbing information rather than doing things. May was kind of a weird month. I felt like it was a really big transition, and maybe it was because of that, Taurus new moon combined with the shift of Uranus into Taurus from Aries. Maybe. I felt thrown off my game. I was mostly focused on working, and all of May was just like work. So I didn't really focus a whole lot, or not focus. I really didn't get a lot of time to pour into my spiritual practice as much as I would have liked. But there were some things that really carried me through, and one of those was YouTube channels. So I would sit there and I would, binge watch videos or catch up on stuff that I had missed, especially through April and March, when I felt like I really wasn't on YouTube as much. And some of the channels that I've been loving, I've loved a ton. There are other channels that I've mentioned on this channel before, like Sharice Williams, Benabelle Wen, Ethany Dawn. But there were some other channels that kind of came to the forefront for me during the month of May. One of those was the amazing Samantha Menzo. So she's got a very witchy tarot YouTube channel as well. And for the last few weeks, months almost, really, she has been hosting a Monday Witchy Book Club. And it has been so epic. So I followed her through the weeks that she did the Green Witch. Read those. It was awesome. I didn't pick up the book that she did the last go around and just wrapped up, which is the only astrology book that you'll ever need. I didn't have that one on hand, and I didn't go out and pick it up. Like I said, like April, May, January crawled by. And then February through May, I feel like have just like steamrolled down a hill for me. It's gone by so fast, I can't even freaking believe it is June. It's June. Like, where did 2018 go? Holy shit. Okay, so back to Samantha's channel. So she's been doing this awesome Monday Witchy Book Club. She just announced the next book that we're going to be reading is Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic. You guys, the Earth Magic Oracle deck is freaking awesome. And I've been wanting an excuse to buy the Earth Magic book. So I'm going to pick that up on Amazon. I hope you guys will join me. She's an amazing tarot reader. Like, her channel is just freaking awesome, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. So if you're not already subscribed to her channel, she's also trying she's trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Like, let's push her there, okay? The next one, kind of a shameless plug, because this girl has been like, she's been a sister to me for years, and that is Jessy, or Modachrome, her channel. You guys, she does have a lot of followers on Instagram, but I really want people to show her some love on YouTube. I love Jessy. She's so creative. She's so inspiring. You guys, as inspiring as she is online, she's like 50,000 times more inspiring in person. Like, I can't even gush enough about this girl. She is a badass photographer. Okay. She photographed my wedding. I'm one of the few people that can say that ever. And she is a fucking amazing model. So you need to go check her out. Okay. So all of these channels are going to be linked below. I was binging Imogen Walters videos like hard during the month of May. Imogen has gone through such an incredible journey. Like every single day, I wish I could fly to England and give this girl a hug. She is like, talk about inspiring. This woman is inspiring. Absolutely. Hands down. Every time I watch a video of hers, I take something like really profound from it. And she's been gracious enough to share her journey and what she's been going through. I won't tell you too much about it because it's really her journey to tell, and you should head over to her YouTube channel and go check her out. The way that she has been getting in touch with herself physically has just, it's been awe-inspiring. So I highly recommend her channel. Also a tarot reader, and a really, really good one. So if you're not subscribed, you should be. You should be. I've mentioned Kellyanne Maddox's channel before, but I can't stop watching her videos. I can't. I am now stalking her on Twitter as well. She is freaking amazing. She is also teaching a class in Ethany's Tarot Readers Summer School this year. I already bought my summer pass. We'll talk about that in a second, because that's another favorite. I mean, yes and no. I guess that's kind of weird because I didn't take any of the classes in May. We'll talk about it. So Kelly's channel. I have been binge watching those videos as well. Anytime Kelly's name pops up, I can't help it. Like, I'm like, oh, I have to watch that. And then, you know, just like Imogen, I'm sitting there and I'm like, shit, girl. I never thought about that before. It's just, she has some very profound things to say. She is an old soul. You'll see it right away as you start watching her videos. And she just has a lot of wisdom and insight to share. And she comes at you from a space that's not condescending. That's just like, hey, here's what I figured out. Take what fits for you. And I just can't get enough of it. So watching her videos nonstop as well. The fifth channel that I have to share with you has I'm sticking it in my Witchy Favorites, but it's not a Witchy favorite. And that is GlamLifeGuru, Tati Westbrook. Love this woman to death. Another woman that if I saw her in real life, I don't know if I could stop myself from giving her a big ol' hug, because I just freaking adore her. I've been watching Tati's channel since probably 2014. Has it been that long? Holy shit. And she was already 5 years in to having her YouTube channel when I started watching her. So she's been on YouTube for a hot minute. And yes, I know that it's makeup. And have you ever seen me wear makeup on my channel? No. But as an artist, I'm hugely fascinated with makeup. I actually really do like playing with makeup. I don't wear it on a daily basis. It's something that I kind of play around with. I love doing really crazy Halloween looks with it. maybe I'll share with you guys some photos one day, but not today. And I do have a pretty hefty stash of makeup actually upstairs. Believe it or not, fun fact that you didn't know about Cory, she hoards makeup. Anyway, so I do follow and subscribe to a number of makeup YouTube channels, and Tati has been one of them that I've consistently subscribed to been watching her channel for years. And just in the month of May, she's been doing a decluttering, and I am obsessed. Like every time she does a declutter or pare down, I can't help it. It appeals to my Virgo side so much. That organization meets, you know, pretty aesthetic, and I can't stop watching. Like, I have to watch it. And so I've been watching a ton of her videos. I had a dry spell where I really wasn't watching too many makeup videos. I was focused on, you know, the business and recording my own YouTube videos and working. God, man, work. Holy shit. And and I just wasn't watching. And so I kind of went back last month and like watched for the first time a lot of videos that she had posted in the earlier half of the year as well. So it's just been like a Tati marathon in like the month of May. Totally random for this video, I know. But you might enjoy it. Just try it out. Just try watching one of her videos and not smile. Honestly, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love her. And so YouTube played a huge part in the month of May. Other things that really got me through May, and we're cycling back now to witchy stuff, are the Awakened Soul Coven. You guys, I love this coven so much. It's led by Ethany Dawn. And I won't tell you guys too much about, you know, the inner workings. Just join the coven. You'll join, okay? Join. All the next groups that I mentioned, join. Trust me. Just trust me. Trust me. And May was the first month in months that I've been able to attend both our regular witches call, where we kind of, you know, have an open discussion, we do an activity, and then also our ritual call. So it was the first time I was able to attend both calls in the month, and I was so stoked because it's been, I think the last time I did that was in November. So it's been a hot minute. The last few months I've only been able to attend one or the other call. I've always been screwed out of being able to attend both. But this month I was able to make it work, and I needed it, you guys. I needed my sisters. So it was a really great time, awesome support. We worked with the goddess Fortuna, and that's all we'll say about that, and that you're missing out if you're not a part of that coven. Also, I know I talk about the 3L tribe a lot. I know. You're like, Cory, I'm sick of hearing about the tribe. But really? Really? How can you be? They're so awesome. Okay. In all honesty, though, the 3L tribe is amazing. And this isn't a coven. This is just a spiritual community. This community is led by Devin Strickler, another freaking phenomenal tarot reader and entrepreneur. I love Devin. I love Devin so much. Honestly, woman to woman. Just adore her. And had been following her for over a year before I joined the 3L tribe last year. Just had our 1-year anniversary, you guys. And it has been an amazing, amazing ride. The 3L tribe is only $5.99 a month. And for everything that you get, all of the access, all of the classes, the tarot scopes each month. Shannon Hugman, bless her, our resident astrologer. She does horoscopes each month as well. She's freaking phenomenal. It's just like, you need to join the tribe. It's really amazing. It's even worth it just for the 50% off that you get from all of my classes and services. You know, not to toot my own horn, but there are also a ton of other professional readers that are connected to the tribe that you get discounts on their services. So it's worth it. It's honestly, it's worth it to join. Even just for that. Like, super awesome. My Wilder Woman Witches Circle is also something that we had our first workshop in May. You guys, we are small but mighty, and I love this group of women that we are like cultivating here. So if you haven't joined that either, that one's only $3.99 a month, and you can do both. Honestly, you can do both. You can do both. And for the Wilder Woman's Witchy Circle, we are really more focused on craft practice. So where the 3L tribe is focused more on just being together, spirituality, community, connecting with like-minded souls, my Witches Circle is more about developing a personal solitary practice, connecting with like-minded people, so you have more of a coven atmosphere, but with a focus on your own personal, developing your own personal traditions, developing your own personal practice. So a lot of the workshops that I'm focused on hosting for the group are more practices on, hey guys, here's what I've learned, you know, in my years of craft practice. Here's what's worked for me. Here are a lot of other theories. Here are some ideas that you can put into practice if it resonates with you. And giving a safe space for us to have discussions about what works for us, what didn't, what new techniques we've come across, new theologies, new anything and everything witchcraft related. So that is really just kind of a community hub that I want to create specifically for craft practitioners. And you don't have to follow a specific tradition. You don't even need to have a religion or faith, dogma, anything. Okay? Our only commonality is that we are female witches. And it's important to note that you identify as female. Not that your, you know, sex is female, but that you identify as female. Okay? And that's only because I'm really, really a stickler about making this a very safe space for women, those who identify as women. That's incredibly important to me because I feel like safe spaces, especially for witchy women, are shrinking. We tend to, our community tends to attract some predators, and it really sucks. And I know that the larger spiritual communities, and really any community at large, could say the same thing, but I feel like any group that focuses on empowering women, for whatever reason, we tend to attract some real creeps. So that's kind of why I decided to choose that. And you know what? If you identify as a woman and you're being a creep in my circle, I'm gonna kick your ass out. Just saying. Okay, so I know I threw a lot of shit at you that had, you know, no visual aids. So let's get into the actual tangible things that I worked with in the month of May. Speaking of Love, Light, and Legacy, and Devin, and her wonderful awesomeness, there were a couple things that really like kept me centered through the month of May that her Love, Light, and Legacy shop produces. One of them, you guys, these are all of the mala bracelets that Devin created custom for me in her Mala Me monthly subscription. It's $20 for the subscription. I don't see it on her website anymore, and I think she might be discontinuing it. I'm not 100% sure. She could just also be maxed out right now too with subscribers, because she curates these malas to what your energy is for that month. Like, she picks up on it and she designs these bracelets, and they're freaking amazing. If you haven't even bought just a regular mala from Devin, this is one of hers. You need to, okay? So the two that I wore the most during the month of May were my April mala bracelet. And this is just smoky quartz and clear quartz. And then I wore it in tandem with the bracelet that I got for May. It's a gorgeous one here. And this is Dalmatian Jasper. Wood, okay, wooden beads. And then Dumeritite, a little blue, and then a couple clear quartz up here at the top. And I love Dumeritite. Like, that is probably one of my favorite blue beads. Blue crystals, beads, what the? Blue crystals. Because these are beads. That's where my brain is at right now tonight. It's one of my favorite blue crystals, especially for the third eye. And like, I keep telling her, I don't know how you're able to like get in tune with me so easily without us even speaking, but she's consistently nailed it every single month where I've opened it up and I'm like, oh, I love you so much, Devin. You just know my soul. Yes, I'm being dramatic. You should know I'm dramatic by now. So I've been wearing these nonstop. Also from her shop, she just opened an Etsy shop specifically for her 7-day prayer candle line. Yes. So I used her manifestation candle in May. Y'all need that one in your life. And I picked up a few more. Not quite sure how I'm going to use them yet, but we'll definitely be using them. This one, my freaking post office broke it, assholes. But I'm pretty sure I can still use it. So this is the 2-in-1 light versus dark. And you guys, these smell heavenly. Especially this one. Like, I could sit here smelling this all day. You know, I keep talking about how YouTube needs like a scratch and sniff feature. There's some awesome smelling things in this room that I really want to share with you guys. And these candles are one of those things. Oh, anyway, so these are all natural soy candles. And this lighting, I'm sorry, you guys. But they're actual herbs and crystals embedded into the top of this candle. And this one specifically is for, so this is the 2-in-1 light versus dark. And this is really for balancing and merging that light and shadow self, you know, because we all have it. And really embracing both sides and connecting them. And then also I got the No Pieces, Just Peace. Oh. It's just heavenly, you guys. And so I figure I'm going to be burning this mostly when the kids are driving me bananas. So on Saturdays, while my husband's at work and I'm here in the office trying to write, and they're in the living room screaming their heads off with the dog. It's mommy zen time. When the candle's lit, please go away. I don't know. And then this one Oh, so this is coming up more yellow than it is in real life. This is super orange, and this is the Recharge the Batteries candle. So this one I am planning on using really, so you guys know that I'm going on my 3rd surrogacy journey. We have a new transfer scheduled. The last transfer didn't take, which is a big bummer, but I have a lot of hope for this upcoming one. And during the 1st trimester, like, my energy is non-existent. Just like, just not there. So I plan on using this one specifically for 1st trimester fatigue, hoping that will make a difference. And then lastly, I wanted to share with you guys the Tarot Fauna. So this was created by Devin, illustrated by Brittany Burkhart, who is an amazing artist, by the way. And I have been using this mostly for Instagram readings. But you guys, I have been like diving into this deck, and I know I mentioned it last month as well, but like I can't get enough of this deck that it's now also in my monthly favorites for the month of May. Like, if you love nature, you need this deck in your life, just saying. And so I have 2 more decks that I worked with pretty hardcore in the month of May. I worked with a lot of decks in May. The Bad Bitches Tarot is still up on my working altar. The Awakened Soul Oracle still up on my working altar. Also, Ethany's Money Magic Manifestation deck. Dude, like, my altar is just Ethany decks right now. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's just the way it's been for 2018. Okay. I don't foresee it changing. But as far as decks that I use down here, while I'm giving client readings, while I'm working with other people, or even just doing, you know, check-in readings for myself, for the most part, it has been the Sacred Rose Tarot. If you've had a reading for me, chances are it was probably one of these 2 decks. If it wasn't, that's because the goddess decided to go rogue on me that day and pick another deck. So this one is amazing. I first saw it on Vix's channel, the New Age Hipster. Love her. Love her so much. No, I didn't see it on her channel. I think I saw it on her Instagram. Was it her channel? I forget. It's been a while. Been a hot minute. But immediately I went on Amazon and like bought this deck. And so have been using that heavily during this past month. Have also been using the Smith-Waite Centennial. I love the Rider-Waite-Smith. I'm one of those folks. I love the traditional imagery. Pamela Cole Smith did an amazing job with this deck, no doubt about it. And this one in particular, I love the more muted colors. I'm one of those weirdos that really loves the vibrancy of the original, but there's something about this muted one as well that makes it feel super old world. Like, look at those colors. Like, it's just so earthy. It feels more earthy. And so I love working with that. So that has also been used a lot during May. And I don't necessarily foresee that changing either. As far as pendulums go, if you've had a goddess reading from me, it was with this pendulum. And this is a tangerine aura quartz with a glass goddess bead at the end, right here. And she's basically now my goddess pendulum. She's like, Jessy, And I've been using her nonstop for readings, and she seems perfect for it. The funny thing about this is this pendulum was created in 2012. And I didn't start using her for client readings, for reading for other people, until this year. Yeah, that's how that went. She was basically just a personal pendulum up until this year. And I think we're both very happy with the current relationship. So going to continue to use her. So if you book a goddess session or reading with me, you're going to get read by this lovely lady. Now this one right here is a personal use pendulum at this point in time. It could change. But I made this one for the shop and I couldn't part with it. I was like, no, it's mine, my precious. So with me, it stays. And this is just a clear quartz pendulum. This is an aromatherapy pendulum. Got the little, my diffuser bead here. We've got just a wooden bead at the end and this cute little acorn charm. I love it so much. And so I've been using this guy nonstop for personal readings, not so much business stuff, but just whenever I need quick guidance, this is the guy that I pull out. And then these guys haven't been far from my side, really, at all this past month. In fact, I've been carrying them around in my pockets. And that's my carnelian gallet. Seen him in a favorites video before. And then the grounding charm that came in the April Witch's Moon box, I think it was the April one, because May was fairy and I loved it so much. I think this one was Nature Spirit, or was this in the Ancestral Guidance one? Shoot, I have no idea. But this is a grounding charm created by Christopher Penczak. Adore that man. Love his Temple of Witchcraft series. If you haven't read those books, go run to Amazon and get them. Like 100%. They are so worth it. Love those books. Or check them out from your local library. They've been around for ages. And they're really, really good. And so he created this charm. And I love it so much. So I've been carrying these two around in my pocket. Now, as far as oils, I didn't have too many in May that stood out as like, had to have these by my side, except for these three. When I went to go look in my oils, I was like, it's these. And the first one here is the Beautiful Blend. And I'm sorry for including something that's like not available in my favorites. I hate doing that. But if you can find a doTERRA wellness advocate that has this blend, that will sell it to you, is willing to sell it to you because it's, you know, no longer available. This blend, you guys. It's the osmanthus. I love osmanthus, and this stuff, oh, it's so uplifting. If you like elevation, you'll love this blend. So I had that and was using it more like a perfume throughout the month. This stuff, I don't think there will ever be a time where I'm not in love with frankincense. I just don't. This stuff is so grounding and so centering. Like, if you were to go out and just get one oil from doTERRA and just use that for everything, get frankincense. Get it? Just, yeah. Get it. And so this is the roller bottle blend. It's already like almost halfway empty. And I rolled it on the bottoms of my feet in the morning. this kept me from going postal on a few people. Just put it that way. And then when I was doing readings, I had this guy in the diffuser. This is a line. This is doTERRA Centering Blend. This is one of 3 that comes in their yoga collection. You guys, I don't even practice yoga. I own like 3 yoga mats. Do I break them out? Once a year. It's pretty bad. You actually do need to start doing yoga because the stretches are amazing. However, time. Where does time go? I have no idea. But this collection is phenomenal for anybody that has a spiritual practice, whether or not you're a yogi. This Align blend works just as well for getting into not just physical alignment, you know, we're also talking about just alignment in your life. Just being in alignment. So diffusing it, I found during readings when I'm trying to align with my higher self, align with the client spirit guides, align with my own spirit guides in order to download information, this has been spot on. Spot on. I love it. And I will be very sad when I run out because then I'll still have 2 half bottles of the other 2. But it's all right. So really good stuff. Highly recommend. And that was it for the month of May. A lot of good stuff here. I know I rambled on a lot more than I had intended to. This is going to be way longer than I anticipated, but well, my videos are like that. It's my opportunity to sit here and chat with you guys for a while. So I take full advantage of it. What were some of your favorites for the month of May? Because I'm curious. I would love to know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sitting through yet another Rambling Witchy's Favorites. I hope to see you in the next video. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do so that you don't miss out on future videos. And until next time, lovelies, blessed be.